Well, greetings and salutations, everyone. We are that much closer to tonight's live stream, Saturday Nightmares, with Jeff Nadolny. Cannot wait to see you all there. But why are we here? We're here for tonight's second half. Before we get into it, a couple links. As you know, I rely on Patreon, PayPal, channel membership, and the merch to help the channel to continue to grow and go. Links to Patreon, PayPal, and channel membership are in the description below. The merch is displayed directly under the video. Also, Dogman Frightening Encounters, Volume 1 through 3, the audiobook versions. They were written and researched by Tom Lyons, narrated and produced by me, Jeff Nadolny. Those audiobooks are available on Audible, Amazon, and iTunes, links to which are also in the description as well. Finally, last but definitely not least, if you'd really like to help support this channel to continue to grow and go, simply subscribe. It does not cost you a cent. Click that like button. It takes half a second. If you don't want to miss out on any of the informative uploads I put out daily, click that bell icon, and folks, please leave a comment. Why? Well, because all these things, they really do help this channel to continue to grow and go. And yes, folks, they definitely matter. Now, everyone, I have taken far too much of your time. Let's jump into tonight's second half, shall we?
Hey everybody, it's good to be back and everything. I'd like to address a few things at this point and go from there with everybody. First off, I'd like to address one thing. My name is actually Victor Ship Johnson. That's my real name. I live in Colorado. I'm originally from Georgia. I am a brigadier general, retired. I retired Monday. Not by my choice. I was on a mission in Pennsylvania and shut down the biggest Dogman hotspot in the United States. We all came back, licked our wounds, and in a meeting, they told me that I wasn't to go back out, and I told them I had to do one more hunt. And I said I've just got to do one more. I told them I had to go out on my terms. They agreed to that. So we had one that was a werewolf. And I came in on the werewolf hunt, and that's what I wanted to go out on, was a werewolf hunt. So I left out on this hunt. I'd been gone 3 days on this hunt, and I got paged and told what was going on. And then it took me 3 days to get back to a pickup. I'd been on this werewolf's trail for 3 days. And I had to come back in to Virginia. At that time, I found out that my email had been hacked, and I had a top security clearance on my email. And I had used my email for private matters, for personal use. I had contacted Jeff with it. 3 of Jeff's subscribers had hacked my email through Jeff. Jeff had done nothing wrong in any form or the fashion. Jeff had no knowledge, had no way of knowing. He couldn't have known in any way. anyway, after we got everything cleared up, got everything back to safe on account of me having top security clearance, they cleared Jeff, but they took measures against me for using my personal email for personal use instead of official use, as they didn't see. They said I should have used the throwaway account contacting Jeff during these times, and I never thought nothing about it. And that when it all came about, we had talked about it. I mean, I was up front with them, never told them a lie, never told them nothing, never denied it. Told them, yes, I had done this. And it came down, and I went before the 11-man jury on Monday and denied everything, and they gave me an honorable discharge, gave me my retirement. But for all these years, I had never taken my bonus money, which was very considerable, which was, I won't go into the amount, but I could have lived very, very good for the rest of my life. They took that, but I'm alive, I'm retired, nobody's hurt, nobody's nothing the worse for wear, but I am out of the Corps now. And due to the top secret clearance I've had over the years, I've never had a Facebook account. My family's never had Facebook accounts. So all this stuff that's came up about me being a truck driver or owning a truck driving company, none of this is true because I wasn't allowed to have Facebook accounts. So these people that think I'm a truck driver or have owned a truck driving company, that's all false. My family in Georgia now, they are now in the process of building new homes in a new location. I found that out actually just today. And moving on with their lives, they bought 32 acres and are building all their homes together in one place so they can move on with their lives, get away from their memories of me and myself, and moving forward. And I sold my Virginia home on Monday. I had somebody that wanted it. I was able to sell it, and I'm now in Colorado. And I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. I've thought about doing just nothing. But I don't know if I can do just nothing. So if anybody wants to make any suggestions to me, I'm open to them. And that's about all I got to say, really.
All right. I've had to carry this with me, knowing this for a couple of, about a week, and it was rough because I heard the pain in Victor's voice. Someone just doesn't make up pain like he had to go through. He had to say goodbye to Sebastian on top of, you know, his divorce, and then this malicious attack on myself and him. I've never honestly heard a grown man in so much pain, and my heart went out to him, and I'm glad that he is still able to talk to me, talk to you guys. He cannot answer any more job related questions. I don't know if you want to explain what you can talk about or what.
Well, I'll answer questions, you know, if I can. You know, I'll try to help people as much as I can. I won't, but I don't have computers anymore. I don't have access to information that I used to have, information available ready to me, where I could just look it up and tell you something right off. I don't have that information available to me now. But I still got my memory. I still got my stories. I've got it in paperwork. I don't have it on a computer. Some of my stories I would have to, you know, I've got my memory of them, you know, or I can write them out or type them out and send them in to you. I'd be glad to do that. I can give information on cryptids. You know, I you know, if you've got a question, send it to me and give me a day or a couple days to get the answer for you, because I've got the answer, but it would be better if I've got a couple of days to answer your question, where I can sit down and research it a little bit and make sure I've got you the correct answer, instead of just having to shoot it off the hip. That would be much better than just trying to, you know, like I'm saying, shoot it off the hip. So.
Right. All right. So pretty much no more hotspots, guys. Other than that, like he said, he can share his stories with us. He will sometimes share it, you know, on just one of these shooting the shit uploads, or he will email it to me and I'll narrate it. It just depends on what he wants. And I know a lot of us have looked forward to his experiences, because he's been through so much. And, you know, like I said, I'm glad that he is alive, healthy, and able to share stories with us and information to keep us safe. This was his whole goal. It was not to make my channel grow. It was not to make me money, which I barely make. It wasn't to make him famous. It was to keep people safe and educated. And for some reason along the line, those two things got blurred out and other things got put in the way by other people, which is disgusting, and shame on you. So what we're going to do tonight right now, is just shoot the fat and, get to know Victor a little better. And I know a lot of you guys have been looking forward to that. I know that a lot of you guys asked about the Memorial Day experience that we were going to do. And he said he would be willing to share a little bit of that with us and what he can share. We have to respect Victor. He's going through a lot. And, let's just be understanding of that too. So, I don't know if you want to, I know a lot of people were wondering about what we were talking about, the Alaskan debacle is what in my head is what I call it, because all in all, it was a shit show, if you ask me. But that's just my interpretation of it. You want to go in on that?
Yeah, I'll go in. This was, I was actually working solo. I was flying my own copter, and I had left, and I was wore out, and I had left. I can't even remember where I'd left. Anyway, I had flew up there. What had happened, a werewolf had showed up on a segment of Yukon Man. In the filming of it, it had showed up on a segment of Yukon Man. Plain as day, no denying it, in the village. And it got picked up, got called in, and so I got sent up there. And these people up there are very tribal. And when I got there, I met with the tribal elder and asked them if they knew of this. And oh yes, they knowed of it. And they was very respectful of this creature in such a way that they let me know that they didn't want no harm to come to this creature, that it fed the village when their hunters couldn't find game to kill, that this creature did, and it would bring it to them, that when they was hungry and that it knew they was hungry, like the next morning there would be a caribou, there for the village. 2 or 3 caribou would be laying there for the village to, eat. And it done this numerous times when the hunters for that village couldn't find game. This werewolf would find game and bring it to them. And it lived outside the village 400 or 500 yards at Pops in a cave. And that was my meeting the first day, and I had a meeting with them on the second day. And I talked to them again and told them I was sent up there to destroy this thing, and I had to destroy it. And, oh no, they told me no way that harm would come to me. And that was my morning meeting with them. And we couldn't come to an agreement for me to destroy this thing. And they just, no, couldn't do it, And so we left the meeting, and I went back to the helicopter, which is where I was staying in, and I called out on satellite radio to my CO and told them what was going on, and they just was adamant that I destroy this creature. It had to be destroyed. And when I told them that I had located the creature, oh God, they don't return without killing it. And I told them, I said, well, these people are going to kill me. And they said, they won't kill you. They know what better than to commit murder and all this over a creature. And I said, you just don't know these people. I said, these are tribal people, and they're not like normal people. I said, if I kill this thing, they're going to kill me. And he said, don't call back in till you kill it. That was my final orders. Plain and simple. So I asked to speak with the elders one more time that afternoon. And they told me, no way, no how. So we just parted ways again. Nothing was accomplished. It was a long night. I didn't go hunting the thing. I knew where it was. I had already seen it. I'd seen it moving. It wasn't probably, it wasn't going to be, it wouldn't be hard to take. It was probably 7 foot tall, 7'2", something like that. I mean, there was, it wasn't harming nobody. They weren't scared of it. It hadn't done anything wrong other than feeding these people. It wasn't killing anything it shouldn't kill. And what it was killing was for itself. And what it killed and gave to these people was to feed them. And, it had done nothing wrong. And my CO had put me in a no-win situation. If I killed it, with me being the pilot, but the time I got to that helicopter and got it up and running, these people was going to be on me. Where I had to set the copter down to get to that cave and to get that copter, these people was going to be on me. By the time I got it cranked and got it in there, they was going to be on me. As fast as I could run, best case scenario. And next morning comes, time I got up, and I met one of the tribal elders, out and about, just walking around. I had my rifle slung over my shoulder, and he asked me what I intended to do. And I told him that my orders dictated that I kill this werewolf. And he said, I got to go get the town people and stop you. He went one way, and I went towards the cave. And I got to the cave opening. The werewolf was laying down. It raised its head. I shot it, one shot, killed it, and I took off for the helicopter. By the time I got to the copter, I could see the people coming. There's probably 25 of them coming my way. I was throwing controls, doing everything I could do to get it started, crank, get it all going. By the time they got to me, I may have been 30 feet off the ground when they started shooting at me. But luckily, they didn't get anything into anything that damaged anything. They probably put 50 bullet holes in my copter before I got out of range for them to hit me. But that was one werewolf that did not deserve to die. He was doing good things, and them people didn't deserve to have me up there to kill it. And I know it was a program werewolf. I didn't check the tag, but the reason I know it was a program werewolf was because the light went out on the computer for it at that time. The lights changed colors for it on my wristband, and it went out on my laptop computer. It just totally went out. So that told me that it was I know it was a program werewolf. So there it was doing a good thing and doing what it should have done, but it didn't deserve to die. And that was just the CO putting me in the wrong place and having to do a wrong thing when a werewolf is doing the right thing. And it didn't deserve to die.
No, it,
so
it definitely didn't.
That was the one. It didn't deserve to die.
I remember when you were telling me about all that, and you know, it was almost probably about a couple of weeks, I want to think, about after Sebastian had made that statement to you. And I was like, you know, it just seemed to me that it was like a setup for you, but you know, like you had your orders and you had to do what you were ordered to do. But one thing quick I want to touch on though, just when Victor made the statement of the natives up there, when he said they're not normal people, he didn't mean they weren't normal people, so please, like, I didn't want anybody to get politically correct on us. He just meant that their views were different than our views down here, the Western culture. You know, these people had respect for this creature because they were living a symbiotic relationship, you know. This creature supplied food to these guys, and I'm sure the tribal villagers did something for this creature. I'm sure, like, you know, there was probably offerings made. They probably looked at this creature as, you know, some sort of, not God, but helper of some sort, nature's helper. So that's what he meant. Please don't anybody take offense to what he said. But it was nothing derogatory towards that. But yeah, it's sad that had to happen, and it just almost just like, it was purposely done to screw you over. Like if you had left, you probably would have, been shit canned because he was. Yeah. So.
Yeah. I had to do, and that's what I felt bad about killing.
Yeah.
Really felt bad about it.
So now that retirement is upon you, I know that you're probably going out of your mind with boredom. So he's gonna have time to answer the questions, like he said. But let's not ask questions like we used to. And he's gonna have to have a couple of days because he wants to make sure, just like he said. I'm looking forward to now you being able to share these encounters with us through your words, my words, however we choose to do it. I don't even know what else to say. I know that I feel terrible that this happened to you. It's, you lost your best friend, your job, your career, your life, it was your life. And, I don't know anymore. It's terrible that something like that happened. And I'm just, like I said, I'm glad that you're here.
There's one thing about it, I want to bring this up. Monday, when all this came about, I did bring it up when they asked me to speak freely, that I pointed out to them that the three above me that brought all this down on me, I pointed out to them the other 11 men that was sitting there, that all three of them had asked me to order stuff with them, sitting there with them, that we use their personal email to order stuff from places like Cabela's and Midway USA, which is a reloading place, outfit. Using their personal private emails too. And I'm just wondering if they're going to get reprimanded.
Yeah.
It ain't just me that done this. Maybe they was out to get me longer than what I thought.
Could be. Like
maybe
you said,
there was,
like you said, that your bonus was substantial, and
yeah.
Maybe that was a big factor in it.
Yeah, that may have been.
On top of everything else, I think that I think this is, this is my own belief. I think maybe taking you out didn't work, and then so, let's just take him out of the workplace and screw him over with his money. Because, it's sad.
I still get my insurance. I still got my retirement pension each month. So, I can live on that, but it would have been that pension money that bonus money that I had coming would have paid off my Colorado home and the land, which is what I had planned for it. I mean, I may end up having to sell this out here now. And, because I owe a substantial amount of money on this out here.
Right.
And, but that'll be okay too.
I do know that.
Can downsize.
I do know that people, a lot of subscribers, are going to ask about Sebastian. I know that is going to be probably a lot of questions. Is that anything that you want to touch on right now? What?
Yeah, I'll go ahead. They took my enclosure cards Friday before when I came in. And the Lieutenant General went down there and asked me if I wanted to see Sebastian. He took me down there on Sunday night. And he wouldn't let me in the enclosure with him. And he had 2 armed guards.
Do you want to...
Sebastian nearly tore the glass down, trying to get to me. For the told this would be the last time I seen him. He so didn't understand. And it was so hard to walk away.
I want to say something right now. For all of those people that are bashing Victor, aka William, you right now can hear the pain in his voice. We were just talking, and all of a sudden, so not only did you guys make a mockery and call this a lie with no proof whatsoever, but you ruined a man's life. And I don't even know what to say. And this is exactly what I said when I made the comment of, I heard a grown man with so much pain. I know that he is completely heartbroken. And if you guys are still calling it a lie after that, well, Victor must be one of the best actors in the world, and the Oscar goes to him, because I don't know anybody that can have a bullshit session like we were just doing and then go to right there. So I don't even know what to say. I'm angry. I'm upset. He's my friend, and it's bothersome to me, because this man's life is destroyed. And all he wanted to do was bring attention so you guys could be safe and know what was out there and how to possibly deal with it if you had to come across it. So, I don't know if you want to continue talking tonight or if you want to end it. But,
I'm done for tonight.
All right. Well, everybody, I'm going to bid you farewell. And, Victor, I will be talking to you soon, all right?
Okay.
All right. Alright folks, I hope you all enjoyed tonight's second half as much as I enjoyed sharing it with you. I am looking forward to tonight's live stream. I cannot wait to see you all there. Our live stream before Christmas. Pretty much our Christmas, well, it'll be Christmas Eve live stream, won't it? Because it's 12 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, so looking forward to that. Guys, thank you for supporting the channel. Your support is what makes this channel honestly so special and what continues to make it grow and go. Please, everyone, stay safe, happy, healthy, and ever vigilant, keeping an eye on our children, our pets, our family, and friends. These creatures are real. They are out there. They are dangerous. Share a little bit of information with the people you love and care about, and it may just save their lives someday. Never stop pushing back, and God bless you all.